The last and final hope of Black Beacon is launching tomorrow. My fellow Flames, the Black Beacon 1.1 update is tomorrow, and this is going to be what's going to make or break Black Beacon's future. As you guys may or may not know, there was a considerable amount of controversy surrounding Black Beacon not too long ago with the CNN Global Services, and they basically apologized and they're trying their best to bring the old player base back and keep the current player base engaged. Now, with the 1.1 launch, they have announced many different events, 2 brand new characters, and lots of other stuff for us to go through today. Will this bring back old players that have forgotten about the game, and will it keep current players engaged, and will this be the death of Black Beacon, or could this be a fresh start for Black Beacon? Unlike other games that were recently released this year, Tribe 9, who unfortunately met their tragic doom when they announced end of service at the end of this year, let's see if Black Beacon is either going to meet the same fate or whether their 1.1 update is going to save them from catastrophe. Without further ado, my fellow Flames, let us get into this. So, as you can see, we are over here on Twitter, and this is the 1.1 version update celebration. 1.1 version 1.1 first version update event. To celebrate our precious time together and the first version update for Black Beacon, we've prepared a special in-game event just for you. Let's see what events they have. First things first, they have a logging event where you're basically just going to log into the game straight after the update goes live, and you're going to be able to get all of these rewards in your inbox for you to claim whenever you desire. Next, we have the Scribe's Brush Record. This is basically going to announce a brand new chapter of the story, Chapter 7 Part 22 and a Chapter 7 Part 6 hard mode. And when you complete these, you're going to get rune shards, which is basically the premium currency in the game. Next, we have an event that is quite unique. I'm not sure how this is going to be received, but it is a little bit competitive. A PvP, soft PvP event, if you will. The Master of Eternity. But boost Jishia's combat power and climb your way to the top in the rankings. Basically, let me break this down for you. If you choose to summon for the brand new character Jishia, you are going to then want to build him to the best of your ability. If your Jishia's build is within the top 10% of the combat power in the global server, you are going to be given 800 rune shards. So basically it's a who can build him the best, and if you're in the top 10% of the game's population, you're going to be getting the rune shards, you're going to be getting the Fire of Hefe, which is one of the essential materials, and you're going to be getting 25 gift certificate larges, which is going to help your character's friendship level go up, which is going to unlock skins and other premium currency and etc. Next, we have something called the R10 event. Clear Pursue False God Stage 3 in Heed Librarian's Authority mode as fast as you can and claim your rewards for completing it within the time frame. Unlock additional rewards in the special event Pursue False God Stage 3 by completing it without taking any damage and earning a full 3-star rating. And if you do this in under 70 seconds, you get 100 rune shards. If you do it in under 65 seconds, you get 150. And if you clear the stage without taking damage, you are going to get 150. So this is basically the equivalent to like 2.5 pulls, because 150 is equivalent to 1 pull. So far they're giving out a fair amount of rune shards for these events, though one of them is a soft PvP event for Jishia, the new character. Next, we have something called the Eternity of Brute Force. This is an extension to the Brute Force mode. Clear Brute Force mode, Arithmetric Unit, Complex Stage 2 in the following conditions. Use a team that has a total combat power less than 10,000 and archive score above 21,500. If you do this, then you are going to get another 100 rune shards and proof of search for knowledge classics. This is basically the best level up essential material you can possibly get. It's a gold standard, it's a gold rarity essential material and level up material. So this is something that you're going to be wanting to do. It's going to add an element of difficulty, because basically if your combat power is under 10,000, it means you're going to be using either one character, or you're going to be using 3 characters which are built averagely at best, or you can, I guess, take all of their equipment and materials off to lower their combat power. Anyway, next we have Echoes of the Past, the Resting Bell Abyss. Defeat the boss of the Resting Bell Abyss within the time limit, and and be on the top of the ranking board to receive rewards. This is basically going to be another PvP event. If you're in the top 10, you get 50 rune shards and 5 lost time keys, which is 5 standard pulls. Ranking 11 to 50, 50 and then 3, 51 to 300, 50 and 1, and ranking 301, or I'm guessing, you know, above that is 50 shards. So quite a lot of different interesting events, more PvP events and more engaging events for the community to combat each other and prove your strength and test your skills than any PvE events. There's a few though, but there's not the only thing we have. We have more. Obviously they've announced a maintenance. There is more. We have something here called the Ode to the Muse event. This is going to consist of 3 parts: prelude, elegance, and hymns. Each part contains 4 stages. Complete all parts and stages by tapping the ring in rhythm with the beat to trigger perfect hits. So basically it's a combat and rhythm game mode, and if you do this, you're going to be getting all kinds of rewards. You're going to be getting the in-game currency, the premium currency, the essential materials, etc. This event could be interesting. It's a mini game event. Maybe this will be fun, maybe it'll be boring, maybe it'll be a little bit of both, I don't really know. And then here we have, my fellow frames, before we go to the roadmap, we have the event that is going to make or break the old players that left to return. A special event for returning players logging to trigger the event and start your journey. Complete all missions to earn rune shards and many other rewards. Offline for more than 21 days, clear main story stage, chapter 1, stage 6. Basically, 21 days ago is roughly when the controversy ended, so they roughly understand that most of their player base left just after the controversy or around the controversy, so they have got events, and there's a lot of them. You have got not only the brand new event, which everyone's going to be accessible to, you're going to be having all of these other minigame events like Gear Up Again, which is going to give you premium currency. You're going to be getting all kinds of things like ancient marks, coins, essential materials, stamina materials, chests. Like they're giving away a lot. They are giving away a lot for people to return to, so that way people can sort of catch up off the time they've lost and see if the game is worth a second chance. I believe it's worth a second chance. I believe that their apology was sincere, and they really do mean what they said when they're trying to improve the game's experience. Now, here we have the official 1.1 roadmap. They haven't chosen the typical live stream, which I think they should have done, but they have released an official roadmap. Let's have a look and see what the roadmap contains. So from the 30th of May till the end of June, Jisia, which is the brand new limited character, is going to be available alongside of Jisia's limited weapon, the Zenith Abyss. Then we also have, as obviously this is the weapon banner here alongside, but this is going to last until the end of July, which is rather interesting. It seems they've overlapped a few events here. Let's keep looking here. Yuli, who is another limited character, which is going to be phase 2, is going to start at the midway point of June, which is going to overlap with Jisia's banner. And this is pretty good because this means that if you're not too fan of Jisia and you want to wait until Yuli comes out, it means you can take a pick of which one you want. Also, Yuli's weapon banner is also going to start at the same time as well, though it's a bit strange how they've basically had both of these 4 banners separately and overlapping each other. It says here Jisia's limited weapon, but it says Vulcan's Grace new weapon Zenith Abyss, but it says Zenith Abyss. So does that mean there's a chance you can get the limited banner on his banner? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see when the event goes live. But the same thing for here, same thing with Yuli's banner. They've announced a Yuli's limited banner, weapon banner, and obviously announced Yuli herself. Then from the 30th of May, which is when the event does indeed launch, until part 2 launches on the 22nd of June, we're going to be getting 5 of each, 5 lost time keys and 5 time-seeking keys. This is 5 singles for the standard and 5 singles for the premium banner. And then when part 2 launches, we're going to be getting another 5 pulls each, so 2 10 pulls. So not only are all of the events in the official update going to give us standard pulls and limited, you know, the limited currency, we're also going to get 2 10 pulls, 1 10 pull on the standard and 1 10 pull on the premium, with these 2 seeking traces of time events available to us. Obviously, we have the character trials for Jisia and character trials for Yuli as well. We have the minigame, which is the Ode, which we've gone over. Time Loop Mobis, we have a minigame here. We have minigame Contrapted Catacombs here. We have Hymn of Abundance here, and the Gift of Fate here. So they've set up a pretty big roadmap here for us all, and they've announced a fair amount of events. Now, before we end the video here, there is actually a video for us to react to, my fellow Flames. Obviously, as you all know, the brand new character Jisia is set to launch first, and they've actually dropped a breakdown video for us to react to. So we're going to see if Jisia is worth our time and if Jisia's combat abilities pique our interest. Let's see what they have to offer. In 3, 2, 1, go.
In a library that contains all the knowledge in the world, there's nothing you can't find. Still, it's not that easy to find what you want in such a huge place. To save your precious time, I am here as a search engine to directly give you the information you need.
Okay.
Let this cute little bird be your guide.
Okay.
It is time to surf the library.
There's plenty of time. What's the rush?
He's a good-looking guy, ain't he?
First emperor of Qian, who united the
He's a
ancient
water
Qian
breaker.
thousands of years ago, annexed the Tianli clan led by Li Jun. Qingyu City was established at the top of Tianshu Mountain, where he
A little
was
bit of lore
crowned
drop as well.
emperor. Tempted by a mysterious rain, he was the first to drink the cerulean water from Tianqi Lake, granting him immortality.
So he's immortal. He's an
Over
immortal,
the
good-looking
millennia,
guy.
He has traveled the world, adopting countless identities and professions,
Okay.
and leaving his mark on various historical events. Now he has returned to his...
So does this make him like the first of the Archon type characters of this game? Like, you know, every game has their Archons or their big god figures, right? Obviously, you've got the Sentinels Resonators in Wuthering Waves. We've got the Archons in Genshin Impact, and then we've got like another one which I forgot the bloody names of in HSR. So is that like the equivalent? He must be the first of those kind of equivalent.
homeland with an unprecedented grand plan. In battle, Jisia will take on the role of Breaker, who swiftly moves in and out of the battlefield.
He looks
while
sick.
providing long-last assistance to the team.
He looks very
He can
cool.
also apply a special mark to enemies, slightly extending their stasis duration from anomaly effect.
Okay.
Making DPS have safer time to dish out the damage.
Okay. So he seems to be a support or a sub
When activating
DPS.
First skill, Jisia will surge forward with a wave of water and swing his blade, which
It
deals
looks good.
damage and
It looks
applies a
good.
special mark to the attacked enemies.
It looks like he freezes them or slows them down or something.
When using second skill, Jisia will
Oh.
quickly rush to the target location. and
Primordial,
create
what? That actually looks pretty
a
cool.
water field, dealing damage to the enemy.
That looks pretty sick. I can't lie, that looks pretty
The
cool.
skill can be activated again to stop the ripple, and if it stops at the enemy location indicated by the skill, they will be attacked by a torrent blade.
Oh,
When
okay.
releasing Ripple, enemy that inflicted with the special mark will have a larger target area, making it easier to
Interesting.
land the skill. When
Interesting.
successfully attacks enemy with torrent blade from second skill,
He
his
does look
passive skill will
cool.
be activated and cause the environment.
It looks like he's going to pair up well with Lycha, and since Lycha is one of the best current main DPSs in the game, I think any Lycha mains are going to have a whale of a time with these two if they choose to summon for Jisia.
To start raining for a certain period. During this time,
It does look like he's
will
going to set up,
continually summon
he's going to
torrent
set
blades
up
attack the nearest enemy until the rain
your main
stops.
DPS to do the
And
max
even
amount of
if you switch
damage.
them out to other characters, the effect continues to persist. It's raining, but we're inside the library. How is that even possible? Holy... All my prepared documents are being swept away by the flood.
Oh no!
Come back here.
Oh no! Oh no, it's over. All of the documents.
That was close.
All of the documents.
Don't worry, Seer. I think this is just one of the anomalies inside the library.
Oh, thank
All
goodness.
the documents are safe. And we
Oh,
can
thank
keep going.
goodness.
When the second talent is unlocked, the rain environment created by his passive skill lasts longer, extending his support duration for the team. And with the fourth talent unlocked, Torrent Blade generated by passive skill will now attack additional targets.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
When
Okay.
activating the combo burst, GCL will immediately activate.
Holy
second skill
shit.
and send
The
out
blades just keep
Ripple, which
attacking
will
the things?
automatically summon Torrent Blade as it
That's a
passes
bit
through
busted.
enemies. During this time, you can continuously use the second skill to release Torrent Blades at the enemies with a
That
very
sounds a
short
little bit
cooldown.
dirty.
Now is the time to turn the tide.
This
For
looks
this
sick.
ultimate, GCA will generate series of torrent blade upon the enemies.
That's cool.
Finish it off with a
It's the best animation in the game now, by the way, guys. They've literally gone from, like, you know when they sort of like they rush in, like, you know when they rush in like this,
Time to turn.
and then you have like their animation. This is the first guy. This is like the first time a character has had a full CGI rotary scoping animation.
The tide.
So
As for
they're
his
cooking
ultimate,
with the
GCA
animations.
will generate series of torrent blade upon the enemies and finish it off with a horizontal slash. When will the rain stop? I have to clean up the place after this too. Hey, will you help me tidy up, Seer? You need a rune chart for this.
Yup.
Oh, come on. You are the owner of this place.
No, we need premium currency right now. That's what we need.
Huh? The rain finally stopped.
It's because of
Let's start cleaning right away. Judging by the size of the library sector, this might take us up to a month to clean up.
A
But that shouldn't
month?
be a problem. Are
No.
you ready for this, Seer?
No.
Huh? What's this thing under my feet?
Cool. Okay. That basically announced what Jishia can do. That concludes everything that 1.1 has to offer when the update goes live tomorrow. I'm going to do a video breaking down Jisia, and I might even do a summoning session for Jisia. We shall see. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this piques your interest to either return or continue your engagement with Black Beacon. I mainly log in and do my dailies. I haven't even caught up on the story yet. I do need to catch up with the story. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some videos here and there for the game, but nothing too consistent just yet, because it has, you know, Black Beacon did sort of like break my trust, and it has shaken it a little bit to the point where I need to know that they are going to be all in to make sure that the game can be the best it can possibly be. But it looks like all of the events they are adding and all of the events they have added for 1.1 and announced for 1.1, including the character events, the stories, and the PvP and the PvE events, it seems like they are taking it seriously to sort of make amends for everything that they've done. And also, they're giving out a fair amount of premium currency and fair amount of pulls for Black Beacon, which is pretty good. But we'll see how the update goes, and we'll see how they continuously treat the player base and how they manage the 1.1 update. Like I said, depending on how 1.1 is treated is going to depend on whether I continue to make content about the game. Obviously, I have other games that I'm very interested in making content about. I'm going to be streaming Memento and seeing how that game is. That's a brand new turn-based game. I'm also going to be playing Ark Knights Enfield, because that game looks really good to me. And I do want to continue to make content about Black Beacon. However, it all depends and rides on how they treat 1.1. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy. Have a good day.